through here to show you how to make a quick countdown timer screen in ManyCam. So, hello. So I'm going to go over here to my home screen preset, and I've cleared it out so that I can show you. So I just went down here and hit clear, and then I'm going to add just a colored background. So I've been using aqua because I like how it contrasts. I'm going to add some digital effects. I have a Christmas border, I have the VIPKid logo, and a dino star that I have built that I've selected under digital effects, but you can obviously add anything you want up here, like Texas Dino, whatever you want to put there. And then I added a text box. So if you haven't used the text box feature, it's up here under draw and text. There's also a little yellow button you see here where you can select it to put it in your favorites. And so I have it in my favorites. I click this button and then it's always accessible to me right at the top of this tab. So that's on draw and text box. And I turn it on and I've written a message, welcome to class, we will begin soon. And I never need to change this because it's always on my home screen. So welcome to class, we will begin soon on my favorites. And then the second feature is the timer. So under the time function, you see there is a timer here. And again, it is added to my favorites. And I click it on there. You have the option to pick some different colors. Like, I don't know why mine is this weird maroon color, so I can change it to a bright red that's a little bit more Christmassy. And you also have a couple different design options that you can choose from. But I have found, I use this for a couple different classes that I do with Kid, and I found that the countdown timer just helps them give a sense of security that I'm here and that class is going to begin soon. So it's always stored under my favorites. So my checklist for class is I've exited my last class and I'm on my goodbye screen, which I use before I hit finish class. And then I'm usually sitting on that goodbye screen when I come into my next classroom in VIPKid. And so I will then toggle over with the hotkeys to number 1, and I will open up this favorites tab, and then really quick, I'll just put like 2 minutes in there. And then when I'm in the classroom and that classroom countdown timer is going on, I basically just pick a random time that's about 5 seconds from where I am, and then when it gets on the VIPKid internal classroom timer countdown to 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I hit start. And then at that point, I hit start class. My class is started. It's counting down. I can hear and see the kids' video and audio feed, but I don't need to worry about, forgetting to start class at the right moment. And often I teach a lot of trial kids and level 1 kids, kids that are new to me. And so when they see this timer, it orients them that they are in the right spot, that the teacher is there. I don't get the, hello teacher, are you there? Because they're looking at the timer and it's very intuitive for them and they can see it. So that is how I do that. You could also, that's with like a Christmas theme one that I built in ManyCam, but you can also upload any graphic you have from Canva and put this timer anywhere you want. So I've even inserted the timer onto a Google Slide feed that I've had before. I don't have that. Actually, let me pause the video and then I can show you how I am doing that. Just a second. Okay, I figured it out. Another way that you can do it, if you have a custom area feed set up, which I have a custom area feed set up here for, wrong feed, for Google Slides, with a Google Slide that I set up last week for kids in my church that I teach. And I also do a little online thing for them on Sunday nights. And so I have a timer for them. So you can see on my ManyCam feed now, I have added the countdown timer so that they can also have their own thing. So it's pulling the image over here from my Google Slide, and then you can add the timer. So you can add the timer, honestly, onto any feed once it's there on your favorites, and it's easy to get to. Not that you need it, but it can also be a tool that you want to use in the classroom if you want to have a kid that's moving slow and you're like, all right, you have 1 minute to complete this slide. Ready, set, go. And then they have to move faster. You can also do it internally. There's the little in-slide function one, but if you just want to do it internally for a kid, like we're spending 1 minute on this slide and then we're moving on. You can use it for that too. So that's a little bit about the timer function and how to use it on your welcome screen. Thank you.